Hello everybody and welcome to today's channeling. So today we are going to channel the Galactic Federation of Light, and this group was voted on by members of our School of Light community, which is our Tier 4 level in our Patreon community. And today we've got the lovely Isabel facilitating today. Hello Isabel.
Hi everyone.
And thank you for joining. And so today's session, what will be is I will channel the Galactic Federation of Light through me, and then we've got some questions that Isabel will be reading as well out. Okay, and for those who don't know me, my name is Kimberley and I channel the beings of the light. So of course these are beings from both the divine and galactic realms of light. And as the name states, this particular group are from the galactic realms of light. So some of you might know who they are. They've been around for basically from the very start of our creation. Yeah, so many of them are coming through other channels as well. So I don't know what you might have heard. Of course, you know, this is actually the first time I'm actually channeling them on video. So I don't even know what to expect. I've had a couple of conversations with them, not on video though. And yeah, what they have to say is very interesting about the human future, basically our evolution and our union with them. So, okay, I'm going to go now into trance and I'm going to invite them to come through, and then it'll be them on the other side. Okay, and then we'll have a little debrief as well after the session. Okay, we'll see you on the other side. Hello, my dear ones. We are what you call the Galactic Federation of Light. We are a collective of galactic beings that have been here since your creation. We have been here observing you closely, assisting you closely, waiting for this moment when you, as a human race, evolve and come into a state of oneness, where you are now ready to experience life as your galactic brothers and sisters. For you are, my dear ones, originate from other worlds, my dear ones. We have evolved to much, we would say in your terminology, advanced states of oneness. And there are many of us within our group, you would say in your terminology. We range from different dimensional frequencies in much high frequencies than you can even conceptualize in your human mind. However, we are here with the united mission to assist the world to reach the state of oneness, to assist the worlds to bring them forth into the transition of the awareness of the galactic brothers and sisters. My dear ones, my dear one, the time will be soon upon you when you will know more in your society of your galactic brothers and sisters. And we are here to greet you with open arms, for we are here with love and to guide you through this grand stage in your human history. Of course, throughout your timelines, many galactic beings have walked amongst you, have reincarnated as you. But never a time in history will you know overtly in the greater society of your place in the universe. You are vibrationally ready to understand and to comprehend the expansion of the universe. For you are the universe. We have watched you, guided you. This is our mission. Your world is evolving. Your world is coming out of fear into love. Yes, your world has been based in duality. The illusion that is created on your world is to allow you to expand into oneness, into the knowledge of who you are. To remember how advanced you truly are, my dear ones. You are now ready to see the glory that you are, to see the light that you are, to see the universe that you are, my dear ones. And as such, as the population rises more into a state of oneness, the human collective is now ready to enter into the Galactic Federation. We call ourselves the Federation to better assist you in your understanding, in your belief systems of our existence. We range from different species of galactic beings, assisting in the worlds, the different beings that are in our group. We've assisted these planets and within their universes to expand into oneness, to collaborate with other worlds, with other beings and other universes. My dear ones, you were at the evolutionary stage where you were not ready to understand the vastness of the universe. You were not ready to see who you truly are, but you have reached that point. The consciousness of duality is now shifting. Fear is no longer the predominant vibration of your world. The predominant frequency is now love. You are in the new paradigm of love. You are now recognizing that you are love and that you are one. You have reached this evolutionary stage where you are starting to see more and more, not just individually, but collectively in your consciousness. You are able to see the oneness emerging. You are starting to recognize this. And as you, as a majority of a population, are more in love, you are ready to hear these words. You are ready to embrace your galactic family. Many of us have come to you in different forms and assisting you in different ways. But to reach, we would say, to embrace this knowledge into your belief system, into the wider consciousness, we would say, is to embrace this collectively, to embrace this overtly in your belief systems. My dear ones, the time is coming where you will see us for who we are. Of course, there are others in society who may still have residuals of fear, and we understand this, but this is the shift, and this is why you are here. And those of you watching this are here to assist in this transition, to hold your brothers, sisters in love while they transmute the fear, while they bring forth this knowledge into their belief systems, in the knowing that they are love and they are one with their galactic brothers and sisters. For we are not to be feared, my dear ones. Due to different timelines, you would say in your terminology, there has been much fear, and our presence would trigger a fear response within the collective society, we would say. But you are now ready to embrace us. And we, the Federation, are ready to embrace you more overtly into the awareness of your society. We will be coming down in your terminology, for we are already here and we are already within you. Our presence will be known, my dear ones. We love you. We've always been here with you. As we would say in your terminology, you may see us as the parents and you are the child. We have been there lovingly watching you, lovingly seeing you blossom, lovingly see you expand and expand from your trials and tribulations, from your joy. We have seen and been there through all of it. And of course, as part of the oneness, we ourselves have expanded with you. For we are one. As you expand, we expand. As with the oneness of all that is. This is the way of your universe. This is the way of all that is, my dear ones. When you look up at the stars, you feel the connection to us. But my dear ones, know that you are the star. You are the magic in the sky. You are it. You are the universe, my dear ones. And what a time to exist in this timeline of Gaia. When you are at a stage in your evolutionary advancement, that what you know as your source self will be aligned to your human identity. My dear ones, you are aligning. You are becoming one with Source. The human identity is shifting. Your perceived limitations of the human identity is shifting. As the consciousness expands, so does the human body. The DNA is already being activated. You are already tapping into the oneness. You are tapping into your blueprint and you are activating those galactic aspects of you. bringing forth your divine gifts, bringing forth connections to more of your galactic brothers and sisters of light. In your society, there's been many stories of galactic beings, ones you should fear, ones you should love. Much of us have been portrayed in your entertainment fields. Of course, this is always for a higher reason, and as such, in society, people fear galactic beings due to these conditionings, but this was all perfect. My dear ones, you see galactic beings as someone who is more advanced. My dear ones, yes, we see you as our children, but my dear ones, you are truly highly advanced. It is the human body, we would say, that allows you to feel limited. But you chose this because you are amongst us. You have just forgotten your power because of the human conditioning. My dear ones, you are shifting. The very human body has the galactic DNA within, and it is now being activated more and more. The limited aspects in your perspective of the human body is falling away. You are now embracing more of your galactic nature. Source that you are. And how grand is that to be source, but to also have these abilities in a physical form. For much of the abilities you possess, many of us do not possess due to your form. And how fun and exciting is that you get to experiment within this grand illusion. And by doing so, you are expanding all that is. My dear ones, welcome to this truth. Hear this truth. Feel this truth within you. Soon, you will be part of our group. Soon, you will be amongst us, liaising with other worlds and other universes. Of course, this is something you may not be able to conceive at this point, but you are at the evolutionary stage where the process has begun already. And we welcome you with open arms, with love and excitement to know you are now soon able to meet your galactic family. My dear ones, you know it is no accident that you are here. And my dear one, we love you dearly, and you feel us with you.
I do. And I'm so excited to see my friend soon.
We are always here. Of course, our presentations will be known soon in your conscious awareness, in the more overt ways in our presence. However, you can see us anytime by going within, for it is where we reside. To the gateway of the universe is within. Once you understand this, then you can visit us anytime. You can visit the universe at any time, for you realize that you are the universe. But of course, much of your society needs to see us in plain sight through the illusion of your reality, to believe in our presence. And this is what is needed at this stage. As many of you know of our existence and see us within you, it is time for our presence to be seen in a state of duality, to be seen in a state of physical presence to be able to be seen with your own eyes. Of course, this will be a shock for many. But this is why you are here, to assist in this transition for the others. It is just one step. But you are now ready to embrace this truth. Embrace who you are, my dear ones.
Yes, it's very exciting and so much fun.
It is, my dear one. Never a time in the history of the human race have we come forth in this way. Yes, many of galactic beings have walked amongst you, but not in this grand consciousness level of human evolution. There has only been certain sections of society who have seen us. It is ready now, and the consciousness has shifted to the point. As you are more now in love, you are now ready to embrace these higher truths, my dear ones, and to know that you are the galactic being, for we are not separate. The very human DNA is in fact galactic DNA mixed with, we would say, primitive DNA in your terminology. And the expressions of this primitive DNA has, we would say, benefited from the illusion. It's a way to expand. The very contrast itself is within your very DNA, and you experience life in this contrasting way. But as the consciousness is shifting, so is the human DNA. You see, there's no separation. The consciousness of the reality you live in, the consciousness of the human population, has a direct correlation to the DNA of your being. Can't you see? It is all one and the same. As the DNA shifts in the human body, so does the consciousness. As the consciousness shifts, so does the DNA of the body. For it matches one another. And this is how it works in expansion. And as the consciousness is moving now into a more predominant love state, so is your physical body. And the body as such is shifting and is letting go of the, we would say in your terminology, the primitive aspects that keeps you limited. You are now tapping into the love states. You're accepting your body. You are accepting your power. You are accepting who you truly are as the galactic source being that you are. And as such, you are activating those aspects within you, for you are now ready to embrace the love consciousness within your DNA. You are now ready to embrace the power that is within. Your human body has been limited, for you were not ready to embrace your power. So your human body presented itself in a limited capacity to correlate with the consciousness of not just yourself individually, but as the collective consciousness. And how exciting is that the very DNA, the very makeup of the human being is shifting. For you are now tapping into all those aspects of your DNA that has laid dormant. For you are now in that level, the consciousness level, where those galactic aspects are being turned on. Those memories are being turned on of your multidimensional lives, for you are seeing oneness. You are seeing the very concept of time disintegrate. You are starting to see all the many lives at once. You are starting to see beyond the illusion. And we are so excited for your journey. And you are now able to hear these words, to feel these words resonate within you. For you have let go of much fear, and systems within the very DNA and the consciousness that prevented you to see who you truly were. And this is the truth, my dear one. To reduce the fear is to know that we are one. To know that you are God. To know that you are galactic. To know that you are advanced. The limited human is a perspective, and that is no longer in your truth. It is no longer part of your reality as a human race in this present time, in this lifetime continuum. You have shifted. It is the new paradigm. It is the new earth. You have all grown and remembered your love state, who you truly are. And we are all here, ready to embrace you. Not just in spirit form, but in all forms, for we are all one. My dear one, did you have any questions for us today?
I think you touched upon it. The name Galactic and Federation, federal form, did you mean it like a unified force?
In your terminology, in your human perspective, you may see us as a council.
Mm.
We would say there are a group of us. In our group, we say we are representatives of the planets that we reside in. And these planets that we represent have moved into the love state, the state that you have now entered. They represent oneness. They have reached that state of their evolution, that they are now in the majority of love than fear. Many of these planets have been in love state for different periods of times. You, my dear ones, are just birthing into this paradigm. We see you as our children, and we will guide you and assist you. As representatives of our planet, as representatives of the council, we would say, we assist in evolutionary, we would say, events throughout the universes and the planets which our planets reside in, we would say.
Mm.
And we liaise, in your terminology, with other planets and other beings to assist in the common theme of being more into oneness and to assist in expansion of all that is by assisting other planets lovingly, even if lovingly that means stepping back or taking more of a direct approach to assist in expansion of other planets to come in the state of oneness. Our common mission is to continue to develop the expansion of all that is.
Hmm. When you help other planets go into a state of love and their ascension, do you see common steps or common processes in your work?
The common theme, we would say, is oneness. All beings from different universes have different, we would say, experiences. They live in certain varied illusions, we would say, to test them, to allow them to expand.
Mm.
If they are within your universe, then yes, they expand by the same laws of your universe.
Oh.
And as such, in this universe, there is the aspects of fear and love. In other universes, there are different, we would say, aspects of this, different contrasting aspects, but they still allow them to expand, but in a different way, we would see. But the common theme with oneness, no matter what universe you reside in, common theme is, do you see yourself as separate? Is duality? Do you see yourself separate from source? This is the main theme we see. Of course, you reside mostly to assist your universe. We exist within this universe. We would say different aspects of us assist other universes. Of course, this is beyond your comprehension at this point. But as you ascend in your terminology and as you understand more of who you truly are, you will truly know that you are multidimensional.
Mm-hmm.
And you are here and throughout all the universes at the same time, my dear one. And we would say, due to our evolutionary stage, are able to tap into a conscious awareness of our multidimensional lives in other universes. And my dear ones, through your evolutionary journey, the teachings are to match the stage of your evolutionary journey is to be in the present moment. For you are, we would say, at the stage where if you are not in the present moment, you would not be able to live in this life and to expand, of course, as you, we would say, develop throughout much millennia, you will see the shifts. Of course, you'll be seeing this shift as a different person, as a different being. And then you'll get to the point where you can be conscious awareness of this lifetime and another life simultaneously, passing through the dimensions, being here and being you in the other part of the universe, existing as another being, being consciously aware, passing the same mutual lessons through the chain of the heartbeat of all that is. These concepts are quite advanced, and these concepts, you would say, are not needed for you at this time in your expansion, but just to have the awareness that much more exists beyond your comprehension. And the journey is we would say, is everlasting. It's a continuous journey. The step for the human consciousness is to be in the present moment. This is how you're tapping in and awakening your galactic being within you. Of course, lovingly, we assist, and lovingly, we step aside. For we operate, we would say, in high frequencies when we understand that events that appear as fear-based are needed to expand. We are not attached to fear-based systems. We are not attached to controlling situations. Therefore, in our assistance for your world and others, we are able to sit back and allow you to go through your contrast. We sit here and we can allow you to assist you if it is your choice to destroy one another or to help each other rise in love. We understand the mechanisms behind this, and as such, we are not attached to interfering when we know it's an important, we would say, task for your evolution. But we do assist you in bringing forth these messages and assist the worlds in bringing forth more love and energies onto the world to assist in the activation of the oneness within. Of course, due to certain frequencies, if you are in a lower fear-based frequency, our words will not resonate with you. Our teachings would not work with you. This is why with certain planets, we have not been able to interact because they were not ready for our words. You are ready for our words. And this higher aspect of us, for you see, we are all multidimensional. And of course, we have also existed in dimensions such as yourself. Therefore, throughout this journey that you have been on, Even if you are based in fear, even worlds that are based in fear, they are still able to connect to our message, but we would say in a limited way. Throughout all timelines, all beings can be connected to all other beings and planets. But you tap into that aspect according to the consciousness. For your world and your consciousness has evolved to more of love than fear and to more of oneness. Our representation mirrors that. Our representation to you mirrors these higher truths to resonate, for you are now ready to hear these higher truths and these messages.
Mm. It's interesting.
Your multidimensional presence is not known, we would say, overtly
Mm-hmm.
in your consciousness, because you are not vibrationally ready to comprehend just how multidimensional you truly are.
Mm-hmm.
But for planting the seeds in your terminology, just to have the awareness that you are multidimensional, even if you do not know what that means. Know that you are multidimensional. Know that you exist here in other worlds and other planets, in different dimensions and different frequencies. And it's all expanding. It's all expanding the oneness of all that is. And how exciting is that you're in this point of time where you're able to now openly connect with the higher frequencies of this federation in your terminology. We have been named many things.
Mm.
We're presenting to you today in this terminology as this was the name given to us throughout your history, perceived history. So for you to perceive who we are, we've kept with this terminology. Of course, we are much more expansive than this label that has been placed on us, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And the way we explain who we are is a way for you to comprehend in your comprehension levels, we would say, due to your consciousness. But just know that the human race are at that point where you are now at love. You are birthing into the whole new paradigm, a whole new existence. And as such, you are birthing into the new earth. The very illusion that you exist in is shifting. For the illusion has been placed on your world was only created to allow you to explore duality. And as you come out of duality, the illusion is no longer needed.
Mm.
This is why some of you experience the illusion very intensely, while others do not see it as intense, and they are able to go forth between the two paradigms. Some of you live beyond the illusion. And this can be confusing to you because you see others still in the illusion, but you exist in another paradigm. And this is the transition. As you move out of duality, the illusion will drop, for it's no longer needed. But you are here in this transitional period, that you being aware and stepping through the illusion, for you in a state of oneness, you will still see around you others in the illusion. And if you feel drawn to it, for those watching this, resonate with this, to assist and bring forth your light and your wisdom to assist others to step through duality into oneness. And this is the shift. This is the new paradigm of love.
Mm.
Not love based in illusion. True oneness, unconditional love.
Mm.
You experience this in your illusion. You experience love and fear. But even this love and fear that you experience in the illusion, is limited. If you allow yourself to surrender to the love, you will connect and experience the true love of the universe. You will experience the oneness state. A love that cannot be described, can only be felt, can only be experienced. For us to describe what the oneness state looks like, it is limiting. For we are unable to describe the extensiveness of the oneness. We are unable to explain to you, for you to comprehend what true oneness feels like, what true oneness looks like. Of course, we have given flashes to many of you, and you have perceived this and comprehended it in a way that is able to, through to your consciousness level, we would say, in your terminology, in your conscious awareness. But you are all connected. You are all one, my dear one. We ask you, if you want to connect more with us, connect to the stars. For when you connect to the stars, you feel that star within you, because you are remembering that you are the star. This practice allows you to remember more, to activate more of your galactic aspects, we would say. When you connect to the stars, you may receive communications to us. It is because you're connecting to the star within, to the oneness of all that is. You start to see things shift. You start to see the stars dance and move, because you are seeing the star within and seeing that what you see around you is the illusion. And by focusing on the stars, you will see past the illusion, and you will see glimpses of the universe that you reside in, the universe within, and you will feel the oneness with your galactic brothers and sisters. We communicate in many different ways, my dear ones. Recognize that it's all within you, and we are all within you, for we are you, my dear one. Did you have any more questions today, my dear one?
No, but I really like the connecting with the stars. I think that's a really nice exercise.
This connection allows you to see the light within you. Many of you experience this while you look at the stars. You see them shifting. You see them dance. It appears that they are moving. You are starting to see the universe for what it is. You're seeing past the illusion and connecting to the oneness that is within. The oneness that connects all of us together in love. My dear ones, we are so pleased that we are able to come forth in this way. Know that we are here lovingly with you, guiding you, opening your hearts to allow you to remember the love that is you. To remember the divinity within you. To remember how powerful you are. Some of you wish you were not here. Some of you see the limitations of your illusion. You see limitations of yourself. And you focus on other worlds, on other races, and you feel like you want to live there. And so you shut down this life. And my dear ones, recognize that those other existences that you crave is within you, and you are already living it. Be in the present moment and activate those aspects within you, for it is all there. My dear ones, even the animal kingdom wants to join today's session. And they are also one with you. Connect with us. Feel these truths resonate with you. Many of you are experiencing different abilities coming forth. These are because they've always been with you and they are now being activated. Your DNA has been activated. The changes have already occurred in your human body to allow you to bring forth the oneness state in your consciousness, to allow you to align with your source self and your galactic self. And how exciting is that? Be open to all possibilities of what you will remember. Some may take you by surprise, but know that these are not new abilities. You've always had these within your blueprint, ready to be reopened and awakened when you are divinely ready. My dear ones, practice the connection with all that is and go within as we are there. My dear ones, we love you. Farewell.
Bye.
From your
Thank
brothers
you.
and sisters. Hi, I'm back. How did you find the session?
Very good. I felt them. Yeah. And I'm super excited that we're going to have direct contact with them soon. It's just so nice.
And
Yeah.
was there anything that stood out more predominantly for you in the session?
Oh yeah, to connect with the stars. I like that little exercise. And then did you hear them how they said that the stars dance and move and shift? And I'm like, huh, I think that happened to you, right? You saw stars
I
move?
know, like it's kind of funny because it's like I must have already known that already because sometimes I just like to stare at the stars. Like it's like I'm drawn to the stars, and I feel like it's like when you immerse yourself in nature and meditate, the same kind of thing. It's like you go to a trance. When I just look at a star and I just let myself go to it, it feels like this connection that I have to oneness, like this I don't know, it comes over me, but I couldn't really describe it. So obviously that's exactly what they said. That's what happens. So,
Yeah.
and yes, I have seen stars shift and change shape and appears like they're moving and all sorts of things. And so when you focus enough, it does that. So it's kind of, I'm going to do it more now, but I always
I am too. I
do that.
I want to see it. And they're saying, so like when the stars look static, that's the illusion. That's not really how they are. And I'm like, huh, that's so interesting.
Yeah. And yes, I've always been drawn to the stars and like astronomy. So I'm going to, because now over here in Australia, we're still in spring, but come December we're entering summer. So it's going to get even more warmer than it is. So I'm looking forward to doing more stargazing as well. So yeah, I'm going to definitely do more of that. I actually have a telescope here, and I have it, but I tried to put it myself together. One of those pack telescopes, and of course I put it all completely wrong together, so I don't see anything. So I'm gonna have to get something simple and put together, properly, so I can actually look out of it. But I do have it.
Yeah.
At the moment, it's more of a decoration, but I do. I'm going to use it more definitely.
That's great.
But, I'm really looking forward to it. And a few different beings of the light have come forth and have been kind of preparing us for this.
Yeah.
Lakeshma, I think it might have been the last session of Lakeshma. I'm not sure.
Lakeshma did. Yeah.
Yeah. She was saying as well that, a few others, Yeshua, I think, have mentioned it, that it's coming soon.
Yeah. Which is funny because I know my friend Aurora is on a spaceship. Because, we talk and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to see you. It's like having you know what it feels like, Kimberly? It's like when I was pregnant with Madeline, like I knew a baby was growing and developing and you just have to wait, and then when she came to me, to physical reality, like even though she was real, but like to just hold her and kiss her, I don't know, that's what it feels like. So I can't wait to see my friend and give her a big hug.
Yeah. And actually, as you say that, I do remember that part of the session just then when they said said something like they see us as our children. Is that right? Yeah. So maybe it's that similar feeling that they have of us. They've been observing us, like they saw us being birthed as a human race.
Yeah.
We're just, with love, seeing us grow and develop. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had my own experiences with them, different galactic beings, and a lot of them they come to you in your sleep, so sometimes you may have dreams of being on a spaceship. That's real. It's like your non-physical aspect of you are visiting with them. So you meet with them a lot, you just maybe don't remember because you're in a dream stage. So it's kind of exciting that from what they're saying, it sounds like they're going to be more known overt. Of course, they're, especially if they're in higher frequencies, they may not even have a physical body. I mean, maybe they'll project, maybe they'll come down to match our frequency because of course they're multidimensional. So of course that's why I can channel a lot of them, because obviously many of these beings in high frequency, they don't need a physical body, they're just energy, right? So but they're multidimensional, so there's an aspect of them that are in a density, that are in a third density somewhere in another universe, because they're multidimensional, right? So there's one version of them in a light body, and there's another version of them in a physical body. It could be a low dimension, but they're still there.
That's right. And they'll have access. Right. And they have access to it. Like, it's, and I think that's what we'll have access to, that part of ourselves, makes sense.
And they will, you never know, they might, I guess, regress themselves in our terminology. You can say that, to meet at our level in a physical plane. So because we're still physical and we're still at a certain, like a vibrational level, maybe they'll match that and come down to meet us that way, because that might limit some of the fear. We don't know that for sure, but that could be one scenario. That's how they're going to make themselves avert, because if they're non-physical, if a lot of them don't have physical bodies, how will be known overtly their existence? So just one scenario maybe that might happen, but maybe not. So I guess we shall wait and see what happens. But
yes,
sounds like definitely it'll be in our lifetime. I don't know if it'll be next week, next month. It could be 20 years, but I have a sense that it's not just them, but many of them have been saying this. So it is likely preparing us. So I do believe it's in the coming years, not 50 years. I think it's going to be. Yeah.
I agree.
Exciting.
It is. Yay.
Well, Isabel, thank you for today for facilitating, and thank you all of you for watching. So if you want to find more about what we do with the Beings of the Light, just jump over to the website at www.beingsofthelight.com. You'll find information there about our Patreon community and our School of Lights and all the interactive content you can find there. I also invite you, if you feel inspired, to jump over onto our Facebook community group, so we can have more dialogue there in the Facebook group as well. We have a Facebook page, also Instagram. So I'm actually doing weekly live interactive channeling. So if you follow me on Beings of the Light on Instagram, so it'll be on this day, so no matter where you are in the world. So if you're in America, it'll be your Tuesday night. I'm in Australia, so it'll be my Wednesday morning. And so every week we're doing live interactive channeling, so you can actually ask questions in the comments and I'll be channeling. So join us over there too. And of course, we often release public videos like this one. So I ask you, if you feel inspired, you don't want to miss out on the videos, to check over our YouTube channel and subscribe to that also. Okay? And thank you again for watching. Love and light to you all. From Australia. Bye. I shall see you later. See you.